Good morning, children. Yesterday we saw about the First World War. First World War causes we have seen yesterday. The important points will recall. Among the European countries, there were two military camps. One was Central Powers and another was Allies. That we saw yesterday. In Central Powers, the countries are Germany, Austria-Hungary and Italy. And in the Allies, France, Russia and Great Britain. Here, they formed an alliance. It was called as Triple Alliance. It was started in 1882. And these allies countries, they formed an alliance. It was called as Triple Entente. It was in 1907. Yesterday we saw all that and all the important causes, what are all happened and because how the First World War, why it was called as First World War, because all the European nations, most of the African and Asian countries, they mingled in the war and much disaster, many destroyed. That's why it is called as the First World War. That we saw yesterday, all the causes, everything we saw. The immediate cause was the Austrian Crown Prince, the Archduke Francis Ferdinand. He was assassinated by the Serbian lad. He belonged to this Allies country. The Serbian lad, he assassinated Austrian prince. His name was Austrian Prince Archduke Ferdinand, Francis Ferdinand. He was assassinated by a Serbian lad. So, Austria attacked Serbia. So, to help Austria, Germany helped Austria, and to help Serbia, Russia came forward, and again to help these countries, Italy it followed, then France it followed. Like that, the full all the European countries, they mingled in the First World War. Yesterday we saw all that. Today we are going to see about the cause of the First World War. What are all the countries they joined in the First World War, and where are the wars it happened. Here many more causes are there. Here today we are going to see about the cause of the war. That we saw that children listen. If I say the Central and the Allies, you should not forget these two. In Central, Germany, Austria-Hungary. Because Italy joined with the Allies at the end of the middle of the First World War. So, in Allies, France, the countries of France, Russia and Great Britain. You should not forget this. Central powers are Germany, Austria-Hungary, and after that, at the end of the First World War, Japan also, it will join in the Central powers. We will see it afterwards. And in the Allies, the countries of France, Russia and Great Britain. So, in the Central powers, these are the two warring camps. Here many side heading are there. If you buy book only, you can follow this, because in the book only you can see the side headings. You have to, if they ask the paragraph answer, you have to write all the side headings and you have to explain each and everything. So, you have to know that two warring camps. This is the first cause of the war. First point in this, two warring camps. In this only we saw these two Central powers and the Allies. The important European countries, they divided into two groups. They are Central Powers and the Allies. That we saw in Central Powers, Germany, Austria, Hungary. Then in Allies, the countries are France, Russia and Great Britain. This is the first point. And in the second point we are going to see is the Allies. In this, 9 countries, they opposed the Central Powers. 9 countries. Already we saw France, Russia, Great Britain. Along with that, this Italy also joined with them. In the meantime, Belgium also joined with them. Belgium. Then in 1917, the First World War was started in 1914 and it ended in 1918. In 1917, USA also joined with the Allies and China is also joined with the Allies. So, many countries, they joined with the Allies and they all opposed the Central Powers. All the 9 countries, more than 9 countries, they opposed the Allies. Especially during in 1917 only, the America entered in the, this USA entered in the First World War. Why? We will see it afterwards. After later we will see that. At the starting of the war, the USA, it wanted to maintain peace only. It did not want the world war. It wanted to maintain peace and it gave aid to the Allies. Military power, then food, amenities, that and all, it helped. It wanted to maintain world peace and it should be the neutral. But after in 1917, one great mistake which Germany it did. Afterwards only this USA joined with the Allies. We will see it later. This is the second point. And the third point was Tsar's abortive attempts. Tsar means the ruler of Russia. The ruler of Russia is called as Tsars. So, these Tsars also, they also wanted to, at that time, who was the Tsar means Tsar Nicholas II. Tsar Nicholas II was the ruler of Russia. He also wanted to maintain universal peace only. For that, he formed 2 alliances. They are called as 2 peace conferences. One peace conference was called as Conference at Hague. Another second peace conference he formed in Holland. But they are in vain. Vain in the sense they are only defeat. It did not give much more support. So, these 2 peace conferences, they were vain only. So, this was the third point. Now, we are going to see the fourth point. Fourth important point is war in Western or we should say it as France, in France. What happened in France? In this, Germany, it first attacked Belgium. Germany attacked Belgium and Belgium was smashed and Germany got victory. Afterwards, after crossing Belgium, you all know that if you want to take your atlas map also, you can see the world. In the world map, you can see by crossing Belgium only we can go to France. So, this Germany, it smashed Belgium and again it wanted to occupy France. Through Belgium, it went to France and it occupied France also. It defeated France and they occupied Paris. The Paris is the capital of France. So, it was the war in Western, we should say, or war in France. This is the fourth point. Understand? These are all the cause of the war. Cause means what are all happened at the time of the First World War. Yesterday we saw that the important causes, the reasons for the First World War, yesterday we saw. today we are going to see the cause of the First World War. Cause means what happened at the time of First World War. Another next important point is battle at Tannenberg. This is very important. Battle at Tannenberg and Marne. Why this is very important? This battle is very important means in this battle, this Russia, it wanted to attack East Prussia. East Prussia. This East Prussia is in the side of Germany. It was ruled by Germany. So Russia, it attacked East Prussia, and at that time this Germany got angry because it was under the control of Germany. German ruled this East Prussia. So this Germany re-attacked this Russia. So this is called as the Battle of Tannenberg. This is, understand, the Battle of Tannenberg. Here in the meantime, to support this Russia, France entered in this war. So France, why France entered in this war means that before this point we saw that in the attack of Western Front, Germany attacked France and it occupied Paris, we saw. So to help Russia on the side of this allies, France, Russia, they all in one side, no. To help Russia, France entered in this war, and this battle was happened at Battle of Marne, in the place of Marne. In this battle, France got victory. France got victory and Germany was defeated. So this Paris again, this France, it got Paris again. This Battle of Marne is very important battle. Why you know? In this Battle of Marne only, they followed the trench warfare. They followed the trench warfare. What is trench? Trench means that ditches. They dig big ditches in the, like this. Pallam, solluvala, periya pallam. The big trenches. They'll dug the big trenches, and underground they'll have the way they can reach. They can go from one trench to another trench under the underway. So they can supply the food, amenities, then military aids, everything under the underground. We can say no. Through that they'll have the underground way from one trench to another trench. In this only the soldiers will stand. They will save. The soldiers will be stand and they hid in this trenches. If the enemies they are firing means they will inside the trenches. So the fire won't attack them. And also they can go, if the enemies come to this trench, they will go to another trench. So they are using in this trench warfare in the Battle of Marne only. So this Battle of Marne, this war is very important in the First World War. Have you understand, children? So these are the important 5 points. Many more courses, many more points are there. We'll see now. Have you understand, children? First one is, again we'll recall, in the World War, First World War, there were two important warring camps. They are Central Power and the Allies. In the Central Powers, Germany, Austria, Hungary, and the Allies, France, Russia, Great Britain, Italy, and another 9 countries with them. So these are the two warring camps. In the second point, Allies, all the 9 countries, they opposed this Central Powers. In between, in 1917, USA also joined in the Allies. The third one is Tsar observed attempts. So in this, the Tsar was Nicholas II in Russia. He wanted to maintain world peace. For that, he started 2 conferences. The 2 conferences, but both of them they were attained in vain only. They were defeat only. The fourth point is war in Western France. In this war, Germany attacked Belgium and it smashed Belgium. Again, it attacked France also, and it defeated and it occupied the France. And fifth point is battle at Tannenberg and Marne. In this, Russia, it attacked East Prussia. It was under the control of Germany. So Germany attacked Russia. To help Russia, France came into that war, and two wars they happened in. One is Battle of Tannenberg, another one is Battle of Marne. In these two battles, Germany was defeated and France got back its capital, Paris. And this important battle is Battle of Marne because of this trench warfare. So these are all the 5 important points. Next points will continue then. Okay, then we'll see. Next, 6th point is Battle of Verdun. Children, listen carefully, they are very important. The First World War is very important in the world history. So for that only they are keeping the First World War in the first in 10th standard syllabus. Before that syllabus and all, we will have the imperialism, colonialism and new imperialism, that and all it came. Afterwards only in the 4th lesson only we got the First World War. But this in the new syllabus, they gave the First World War as the first lesson itself. So this is very important. You have to follow this. Children, you have to buy the books, then only you can follow. Without books you cannot learn anything. Each and every line is very important, and also the years, the name of the countries, and side by side you have to see the atlas also. The atlas, the world, the countries, the world map, the European map, everything, the countries, what are all the countries in Europe, what are the countries in America, what are the countries in Asia, Africa, that you have to know. Then only you can follow this, the whole history, because in this 10th syllabus, the whole history is on the basis of world history. Before that and all, we learnt only Indian history. Most of the lessons belongs to Indian history only. But this syllabus, we have the world history. So very important is book. Without book, you cannot learn anything. So children, you pay the fees, you can buy the books and you can learn well. Thank you, children.